everyone. I'm actually coming back on here to give you more of an update since I've come home. I got released last night at 7 o'clock and I'm now home relaxing. I'm very tired, as you can tell by my face. I'm very, very sleepy. I had a lot going on over the last couple of days with surgery and lots to kind of say because I'm still kind of in that recovery sort of mode. So I will say that I have had a rough go for a couple of days. It's not been easy. I didn't think it was going to be easy, but it's been a rough go. I had my surgery on February 24th. I already knowing going in that I had an enlarged liver. That wasn't a surprise to the surgeons, so it took longer in my surgery. And that's what took so long with my surgery. So I was great coming out. I slept all day. There was no waking up from that for a long time. Eric left at about 6 to come back for the kids, and I just slept. I was just so tired. I didn't want to do anything but sleep. So I can tell you that surgery has not been as much as expected as I thought it was going to be. The surgery itself went fine. I had the rouxeny, is what I said I wanted to get. I didn't expect the other stuff to happen. So I will just say that my color is off. It will be off for a while. And what I mean by color, I mean my complexion. My complexion, as you can tell, like I'm very pale. And I ended up becoming about the rare case. I don't know why for myself that I'm one of these rare, what they call rare cases. I was surprised that they would let me go from the hospital. But I do know that I trust the doctor. He is the director of that department. And I haven't had any of the complication that I did originally. So that's great. And it hasn't happened since. So, I got to go home, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to be in the hospital anymore. I am very tired. I'm on medication. And I start another medication Monday. So as people who I know as previously knowing me, I have had preeclampsia in my pregnancies, and most people that I know knew I was on blood thinners. So I do have to go on blood thinners. That starts Monday, and I'm a little worried about that one. I want to still thank all the love and support. I got a lot of messages from a lot of different people. And I slept. I'll just say I slept the 24th, the whole day. I didn't wake up very much. And I did hear Eric. I did hear him around me. I just didn't open my eyes. I was just too tired. And the 25th, which is a special day in our family, I woke up and I was feeling great. I started my routine. I will say it's really hard to get 3 tiny cups. An hour you're supposed to have them. I didn't clarify that it's within an hour. Each hour I'm supposed to have these little tiny cups with. I'll show you because I have one. I'm a little sore, so I have to be careful. I'm supposed to have these tiny cups. Okay? I have to have 3 of these within an hour. So, and I'm supposed to have it continually so I don't dehydrate. I will say, it is not easy getting in 3 cups. These cups are very tiny. And I can't remember the milligrams or the anyways, it doesn't matter. They're tiny cups. They're just like those little tiny medicine cups that they give you at the hospital. And I had to have 3 of those in an hour. They are not easy to do, especially when you're trying to combat having 3 of those and then your nutritional intake, which is your liquids. It's rough to try to even, like, I'm telling you, people are worried about their cravings and they're worried about, like, I'm going to crave these when I come out. I'm telling you, I love tomato soup, and I had tomato soup offered to me at the hospital, and I had one tiny, out of a teaspoon. I had the tip of that teaspoon, and I didn't want any more. So I wouldn't worry too much if you're doing bariatrics and you're worried about that. I wouldn't worry too much about it. There's vanilla pudding. There's different things you can actually have while in bariatrics, while after having surgery. One is, apparently you can have cottage cheese. I didn't know. I think that's a little bizarre because you have, that's chunks, but apparently cottage cheese isn't the same consistency as you would is considered with chunks because it doesn't stick anywhere. So they consider that as a liquid. I don't like cottage cheese. I found one aversion right now that I will never have again. At least right now is milk. Milk's not my friend. I won't have milk ever again. That caused me very bad issues, and I'm just going to stick with not having it. 1/4 cup of food, of liquid food. So I'm back to having my liquid broth because that's right now what's going to help with making me feel better because I still don't feel 100%. And I mean, I'm not talking about the 4 to 6 week recovery after. I'm talking, I myself don't feel good. And it's going to take quite a while to get everything back to normal as a new normal. I mean, back to myself. I had other things, like I said, I'm not going to get into it. It was a rough go. I thought I'd have the extra night. Most people don't. They stay 2 nights at most after having surgery, which is a little bizarre. You're having major surgery, but you only stay 2 nights. I was going to potentially stay a 3rd night. So just to give you kind of a warning, I'm one of those rare ones that had something kind of only 10% have it. And I was the lucky one to have it, which also stopped me having another medication that I'm supposed to have after having the surgery. So that tells you that it wasn't a good thing that I had this thing happen. I am hoping that I have many doctor's appointments. I just had surgery and I'm having a doctor's appointment on Friday, this upcoming Friday on the 5th. I have another doctor's appointment on the 29th and the 27th of March and the 27th of May. So they're really wanting to keep up with me. I was even given a contact information over the weekend if something was to happen and I have that exact thing happen again. I'm to contact them and I'm to immediately go to the hospital. So just to tell you, it's a serious decision to have surgery. It's not one to just use it as a quick fix to lose weight. It's not. It's a life-changing event, as I said previously. So to all those who are like following to wanting to kind of see what the journey is like, this is what's happening right now. I am having regular stuff. No lifting 10 pounds more. I cannot bend or stretch. I can stretch upwards. So I remember my friend told me gas is a normal thing after having surgery. This type of surgery, and it can be very painful. I didn't realize how painful. I was preparing for it. Luckily, my gas is not as painful as it probably could be, but thank you very much for telling me to lift my hands over my head because that actually helped a lot in the first probably 3 hours or so after having surgery. or when I actually woke up. It was stuck. Gas gets stuck and it hurts. It doesn't have nowhere to go, and it's just something in your body and it's got to work its way out. So anyway, thank you very much for telling me that, because I told them and she kind of gave me a weird look. And I said, well, my friend had this surgery and I'm telling you, she told me to do that, and I'm going by people that have went through all these, the people I trust.